Hey guys, this is Ed with CMC Reptiles. Gonna do a video on some of the outdoor animals. Kind of prepping for fall. Temperatures are gonna start dropping, and these guys pretty much brumate during the winter time. So I actually like to fatten them up a little bit. I like to increase their food so they'd be good through the winter. So right now what I like doing, besides giving them turtle pellets, I like to get some liver and some gizzard, and I dust them with some vitamins, calcium powder. But these guys love, as you can see, it becomes a feeding frenzy with these. It becomes a feeding frenzy with these guys, just tearing up all this food. The big female's around here somewhere. She must be hiding a piece of meat. But they love this stuff. So like I said, and you definitely don't want to get bit by one of these guys because they have a pretty nasty bite. And they don't have teeth, but they have beaks. So the nice thing about doing this, the nice thing about the chicken heart and gizzard, the gizzard has tendon in it, all kinds of stuff these guys need, and they will fight over the food rather than wait. As you can see, he just did a nosedive for the food. If he sees the other one having some, this is a bigger male right here. I hear the female. There she is right there. Here comes the female. She hides from the males. And these guys are all rescues. And she'll definitely hide from this guy, especially this guy. This guy right here is, man, he is just, he's a tyrant, and he is also a rescue. You can see right there, someone drilled a hole in his shell. So I don't know if someone chained him up or what the deal was. So all three of these are rescues. They normally can't eat out of water. They need to be in water to swallow their food. I've noticed that. If I give them food outside the pond, they have to go in the pond to swallow. Over here I got Cheeto and Dorito chowing down on some greens and some bell peppers. I'm also kind of trying to increase their food take just a little bit, because they do eat a little bit in the winter time. I mean, if the sun will come out during the winter, and in California it does quite a bit, I could at least give these guys something to eat, something light to eat. These guys are going to shut down because they are outdoor animals. And you could see right here, watch when I feed him outside the enclosure. He won't swallow that piece of meat. He will carry that with him until he goes back in the water. And if you notice, the female is still, I don't know where she's at, but she hasn't went in the water yet. But these guys will fight over the food. I mean, it's straight up a feeding frenzy with these guys. And they will gorge feed. These guys will eat and eat and eat. These are adult males. The female, there's the female, see? She's got the meat in her mouth still. She can't really take it down until she gets in the water. So when she gets in the water, she'll swallow the food. Right now she's hiding from these two guys because she knows one of these guys is going to try to take it from her. So I'm trying to give them their fill. And I mean, they've already eaten a lot. And they won't eat for a couple of days after this. This will be the last meal they get for a few days. And then I'll just give them some of the turtle pellets that you buy at any pet shop. Petco, PetSmart, that kind of thing. But here's the female. Here she comes, look. There she is right there. He's gonna grab the meat. She's gonna take a beeline. And there she goes for the pond. But this guy's gonna be waiting for it. And that's kind of give you an idea. They just can't take their food down if they're out of water. Now she swallowed the food, you can see. And she's waiting for another piece. So I want to give her the most. I want to be able to give her more food because she is a bigger female. She has dropped eggs for me once. And I've had this girl probably, God, 3-4 years. This was my first rescue, but you can see here, the male's doing his best. He stole her food. And now he's gonna run. He's taking a step for it. I mean, it's a comedy show every time I feed these guys. It's hilarious. Really cool pets to have. I mean, even when I was a little kid going back 40 years ago, we had red-eared sliders, the most popular. And then you got this guy who's as nosy as can be. Big giant tortoise, has to step all over my shoes. Looking for more food. And look, she's waiting for another piece, so we're gonna give her another. Hopefully she won't get it taken away. Here you go. Oh, she got her food back. She just stole it back from him. So I'll get him a piece. There we go. Now everybody's happy. But what I'll do is I'll do a follow-up video on these guys so you can actually see them in the wintertime. They pretty much shut down. They don't eat in those cold temperatures, and to keep this size turtles in an indoor enclosure just isn't the healthiest thing for these guys. But the nice thing about this is plenty of room. This is a nice size enclosure for 3 sliders. I have to change that water at least 3 times a week. I just changed it yesterday. And I don't have a filtering system on it, so I just put new water, throw in some pond chemicals, and it's good to go. But it gets more dirty, especially when they eat these fatty foods, because when they do poop, it makes an oily mess when they poop. But you see this? I said comedy show every time. It's hilarious. But they have got their fill. I mean, fishing off the shoreline, you actually could, if these guys are in any lake or delta waters you fish, you can actually catch them on your hook, because they pretty much will eat anything. Fish, other fish, snails, worms, chicken liver, whatever you give them. Like I said, I want to give her most of the meat because she is the biggest out of the other 2. See, that male just had to jump back in the water to eat his food. They can't take it down when they're on land. The craziest thing. And we'll give Dorito here a little pepper if he doesn't bite my finger first. There we go. So these guys got a big house outside with heating, so they're taken care of also during the winter time. But if we get a sunny day in California in the winter time where, you know, the sun comes out, it's about 60, yeah, these guys will come out, they'll bask. So they don't stay dormant through the entire winter unless you hit like a 2-week, 3-week cold snap where we're getting constant rain. Yeah, and these 2 actually fight quite a bit. All right, guys, so what I'll do a follow-up video in the winter time and kind of show you the difference between these guys, how active they are in the summer, and then they just shut down in the winter. But I'll keep you posted, and I'll talk to you guys later.